Hello, everyone. My name is Lyric Swinton, and I serve as the Community Engagement Manager at Gain Power. Welcome back after a brief hiatus back to our live informational interviews done in collaboration with Black with No Chaser to just bring you up to speed. Gain Power is a collaborative multimedia platform for the values shared by the community of activists and professionals working to impact democracy, elections, and advocacy. Gain Power organizes networking spaces and professional development programs, as well as career opportunities and marketing events dedicated to promoting and celebrating individual creative change makers, organizations, and campaigns seeking democratic and progressive change and justice. Our mission is to demystify, democratize, and diversify progressive politics through programs and collaborations such as this one. Our Gain Power Career Center currently has hundreds of jobs posted, and we've had over 1,500 employers posted in the past year. Many of you may know us because of our listserv. If you get all of the emails that we send out on our jobs that are left board group, Google group, and so our partner to bring this to a more diverse audience is Black with No Chaser. Black with No Chaser's mission is to encourage and empower people in our community to think Black and live Black unapologetically. Black with No Chaser is a disruptive and inclusive media outlet and digital consultancy company that influences Black culture. They focus on social justice and activism through news, politics, entertainment, and business to ultimately educate, organize, and mobilize Black people. And so we are very excited today to have esteemed guests from SKDK, which is a great organization in our space. But I am not going to try to introduce them to you all. I want them to be able to introduce you to themselves. So, Carrie Ann, could you get us started?
Yeah, thank you so much, Lyric, and thank you to Gain Power and to Black with No Chaser for having us today. We know that there are two great organizations, and we're happy to be part of this informational session. My name is Carrie Ann McLaughlin. I am the Recruiter and Human Resources Specialist at SKDK, and I'll let Jasmine introduce herself.
Hi, thanks for having us. My name is Jasmine Hooks. I'm the Deputy Chief Operating Officer here at SKDK, and we're really excited to talk about our firm and some of the roles we have available.
And a little bit about SKDK. We are a full-service strategic communications and advertising firm. We work with political campaigns, nonprofits, advocacy organizations, as well as Fortune 500 companies and corporations.
Awesome. Well, that was going to be my first question. What is SKDK? So thank you. You're already ahead of the curve. So what I'm going to get into next is what we're here for, talking about jobs. So can you tell us about some of the recent positions you all have been hiring for, or anything that you have available currently that people might be able to, refer themselves to? And what do those positions entail?
Yeah, absolutely. So a little bit about us. We have quite a few different departments from public affairs, political and advertising, creative services, digital and research. Right now, we are hiring for our public affairs team. We're always looking for great comms strategists out there. And I know a lot of them are coming out for the election soon. As well as our research team. We're looking for a couple of positions with research as well. And I know Jasmine leads our internship program and can tell us more about that.
Yeah, so that always feels like we are always actively recruiting for interns. So our internship program is divided into three semesters, we call them. So we are going to start recruiting for our spring semester in the next few weeks. So those have interns anywhere from 2 to 15 per department. It varies based on department, but that's kind of an opportunity for recent grads, entry-level folks to have integrated experience in teams and client-facing work kind of right out the gate. So they're very much a part of all of our client teams, getting kind of real-world work, and also having the opportunity to kind of learn and work with some of our senior members of the team, which has been great for them.
Awesome. And one thing I didn't catch is Where's SKDK based? Are you all a company that's spread out? Are you remote based? Do you have headquarters? Like, what is the current structure of the organization look like?
Yeah, so we have offices here in DC. So that's where Carrie Ann and I are both located. We have a New York office in New York City. We have an Albany, New York office. And then we have a few folks out in LA. So that's where we span across the country, which is really great. But the bulk of our staff really live in that New York and DC office. And, much like a lot of different organizations, we kind of figured out how to adjust in the new age of COVID. So we have kind of a hybrid schedule. So we still kind of come into the office, meet together 3 days a week, and then we have an optional remote 2 days a week.
Awesome. And so you have a very flexible environment, which sounds like a plus, in addition to all of the great positions that you're offering. What does the work and team culture look like at SKDK? Like, what kind of environment is it? How are people working together? And just in, post pandemic, like, how is the organization responding to the needs of, its employees?
Karen, do you want to?
Yeah. So we are an extremely collaborative organization. All of our work is done on client teams. We work very closely with one another. I would say we're also pretty flat structurally, even though we have hierarchy and positions. Everyone's very accessible. Since everything's done on client teams, many of us interact daily with people from partners to associates, directors, and vice presidents. In terms of how we're adjusting to the new hybrid world, I think we are pretty digital savvy. We do a lot of things similar to this on virtual. We use Microsoft Teams, and then we do try to come into the office and see each other in person. We do weekly lunches in the office, so Tuesday is our most popular day, and that way we just keep the collaborative spirit alive.
Yeah, and I would just add, a lot of our post-COVID come back to the office. What does this look like? What is best, for staff and staff work? We definitely source that from our employees because we really feel like buy-in from employees, being able to feel like they are heard and have, a say in how they function in the workplace and what's going to work best for them. So that was really important. To both have that flexibility of being remote, but also bringing people back together, which was, we heard that across the board. We'd like some office days again, in the most safe way possible. So we kind of found that happy middle ground, but I would, say that it's very collaborative, and we really like our staff to feel like they have a say in, their work environment.
That is amazing. I mean, both of you talked about a lot of the positives of working for SKDK. And so tell me a little bit about, like, what are the opportunities for growth? Let's say, like, you're entry-level staffer, just getting your feet wet. Like, is this a company that you can grow with and, like, move up the ladder or, really fine-tune your skills? Talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely. This is, we're an agency, which I think makes us unique because everyone's on their own individual path when they come to SKDK. And many of our staff members, some have started off as interns and have been promoted quite a few times with us at SKDK. And that's something we're particularly proud about. We do formal reviews once a year to make sure that people are on the right track and they're able to know where they're going and what skills they need to attain to reach the next level. And then additionally, we do a lot of professional development opportunities. Currently, we've been doing a lot of lunch and learns for our staff. So learning anything about how to pitch reporters, how to write the perfect op-ed, and other things like that. And so it's really been a place for not just coming and working here, but really growing your skills. And I think many employees here would say that they have certainly learned quite a bit at their time with SKDK.
Did you have anything to say, Jess?
No, I think she really hit all of the key points. It's, once again, those lunch and learns are all the product of talking with staff to say, what areas do you feel like you want to grow in? What do you feel like you're not getting in the daily client interactions? I think we really pride ourselves on making sure we are satisfying the needs of, our staff as well as clients. They're equally as important for us.
And so moving forward, as we know, the Democratic and progressive space is oftentimes, the party and the space that speaks to people who are traditionally from historically underrepresented communities. And so, what does diversity mean to your organization, specifically as it means in hiring women and persons of color and working with women and persons of color? So, what is the importance of diversity to your organization, and how do you showcase that importance?
Yeah, I would say, it's kind of the forefront of all that we do. It comes into all of the decision making when consulting for clients, when hiring, when just figuring out how to make our space more inclusive. So we have a chief equity officer and a director of equity and inclusion here in SKDK, and they head up part of our client-facing equity work, but also help with our recruitment and hiring process to make sure we're meeting our own goals of diversity, whether that is racial diversity, gender diversity, sexual orientation diversity. We really look at the whole picture for all staff, as well as diverse backgrounds, diverse career paths. We value that. We think that it's important in order to be able to serve our clients best. We have a lot of diverse clients to begin with. So we really want to make sure that we have points of views within our organization that can help best provide, services. And I would also say, we created ERGs here at our organization. So we have spaces for, different diverse groups here to meet, to come together, to talk about issues they find important, as well as we have an advisory board that meets, that Carrie Ann is part of, so she can definitely speak more to it, but that comes together and makes suggestions that they bring to another organization that I'm part of within SKDK to say, these are the changes when it comes to diversity that we want to see, and this is how we'd like to have things run. So, kind of going back to that core value of making sure that employees have, a say in what happens in their workplace. Oh, you're still on mute, Lyric.
Oh, sorry, I did not know that I was on mute. I was going to say, moving even further, what are the benefits, both intangible and tangible? So, like the official stuff, and what you believe personally as being an employee, what are the benefits of working with your agency? Like, what do you believe is the draw of coming to a place such as SKDK?
Yeah, I can talk about the fun official side of benefits, which is we provide excellent health, vision, and dental insurance. We have time off, including vacation, sick time, and holidays. We have the holiday break from December 24th through January 1st off. We have a 401k as well as paid parental leave and employer-paid short and long-term disability insurance. In terms of the intangible benefits, we're a really great place if you're passion driven. I think everyone who comes to work here for SKDK really does want to make the world a better place. And we're the place that can do that. We have a great amount of impact that we do for our clients. And, this year alone, we've been working on reproductive rights, climate change and curtailing climate change, civil rights, and racial justice clients. So it really is a great place to come and make an impact.
Yeah, and I would say, our colleagues are some of the benefits of working here. Like, I've never been able to work with such smart people where I always feel like I'm not only learning because of the work, but I'm also learning from my colleagues something new every day because they have a much different career path than maybe I have. And so it's great to have that information sharing opportunity.
And so the election is less than a month away, as well as all of the uncertainty that comes with it. What are the priorities for SKDK, both through the election and immediately afterwards? Like, what are the priorities for your organization, whether it's in hiring, work that you are trying to get across? What are your priorities?
I would say our political team, their priorities is to help their candidates win. We have some of the tightest races across the country right now. So we're, always championing those races, and we hope that we help success for them. In terms of organizationally, I think we understand that there's a lot of change and movement that comes in the post-election world. So we're certainly working to bring on more staff during those changes. And so we are recruiting actively right now. So even if people are, working through the election, we do have positions that are anticipated to start after. So please look in our website.
So, and what is your website again? Sorry, I was just looking for the banner, but I forgot to write that one down. Well, so that leads into my next question anyway. So for people who their interest has been piqued about the great tangible and intangible benefits, I was very impressed, by the way, that SKDK offers, as well as wanting to be in this space and wanting to get in on the good work that you're doing. How can they learn about the positions that you're offering, the work that you're doing, both through your website and social media?
Yes, so you can check us out on our website. It is skdnick.com, or you can follow us on social media. We're on Twitter at SKDK, and we're also on LinkedIn as a company page. You can just search SKDK on LinkedIn to find us there.
Yeah, and that's where no, I'm sorry, Carrie Ann, go ahead.
Okay. That's where you can learn all about the great work that we're doing. We have a lot of cases about what our clients are doing, as well as highlight some of our employees.
Great. And so is there anything else that you would like to share about your organization? Any hopes for the future? Anything that you would like to say to potential job seekers and people who are, looking to interact with the great things that you're doing?
Yeah, I think, we are always looking for candidates and folks to make our workplace and SKDK that much more better. So, different perspectives, different backgrounds, like that is one thing that we pride ourselves on having, and always knowing we can do better and have more diverse folks and more opportunities to kind of hone those skill sets and add them to our community. So we welcome. We love to kind of talk about the firm and any of the roles. So please don't hesitate to seek Carrie Ann and I out on LinkedIn or any other platform. We'd be more than happy to chat.
Awesome. And if you see this little ticker at the bottom of the screen that I've been fiddling with for the last 3 minutes, it has the website. So you can understand all of the great things that they've been saying and look up all these prospective job applications, as well as on the Game Power Career Center. And you can look at all of these things via their website, as well as their LinkedIn, which was also on the screen. If you are subscribed to our newsletter, you saw that our jobs of the week this week, we have 3 this time. One coming from the outreach team, who has tons of jobs available, specifically around voter contact, looking for canvassers, a field director, as well as some campaign staff members and Planned Parenthood organizers. In addition, the ACLU of Ohio is looking for a development operations associate, and that is a hybrid position, also available on the Game Power Career Center. In addition to the Corridor Partners is looking for 2 positions, one for a senior associate as well as an associate position. Both are hybrid. And as I said, all of these positions are available on the Game Power Career Center. And so that is careercenter.gamepower.org. And so, yes, thank you, ladies, so much for being here today. We're very proud to be able to relaunch our work today with you all and the great work that you're doing. Best of luck to you and all of SKDK's political candidates during midterm elections. I know that everybody's fingers are crossed and we're just hoping for the best at this point. But we wish you the best of luck, and we will continue to support the work that you all have been doing.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Awesome. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you next week, Monday at 4 p.m. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.